Hello, everyone. I go by the name of 9.
And I'm 11.
And together we are
911. And today we're going to be talking about light workers. What it means to be a light worker. What is your purpose of being a light worker? How do you know if you are a light worker? And that will pretty much be it. Would you like to go first? Or?
Oh, no, you go ahead and take it.
Okay. A light worker to me is someone that is spreading light all over the world. And a light worker can do that in many different ways, whether it's through music, whether it's through the act of kindness, whether it's through different endeavors, whatever they do in life. A light worker could be anybody. It could be, you can be doing anything. You can be a veterinarian, you can be a doctor, you can be a musician. But as long as you are spreading a positive message and raising the vibration of the world and uplifting people by shedding your light, which is driving out the darkness. And that is your purpose of being a light worker. As I've done my research, and I have come to find out that I am a light worker. And at first I didn't know, but if you are a light worker, you just know that it's just something inside of you. It's like a beam of light that you cannot ignore. So the first time I realized when I was a light worker and that I had this big aura or beam of light inside of me is, I say I was about 6 or 7 years old, and I remember laying in the bed one night and I couldn't sleep, and it was like this big, it was like something inside of me wouldn't let me sleep. And at the time I called them butterflies, and I kept tossing, I kept turning, and I remember my mom coming in the room and she like, "Lewis, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I can't sleep." She like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, I feel like I got butterflies inside of me. She like, "Butterflies?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's just something inside of me." And she was like, "You would just lay down, you would go to sleep." So I laid down, but it was like tugging at me. It was just inside of me, and I felt it. And I couldn't really explain it. And at the time, I didn't know what that was. So, and I remember getting up, and I remember walking downstairs, and I just kept telling her, I'm like, it's something inside of me. And she was like, "Boy, go to sleep." And I'm like, "No, Mom, it's something inside of me. Like, it's inside of me. It's this light, it's inside of me." And I can't, I didn't know it was the light. I'm not going to say it was the light, but I just kept calling them butterflies. Like, I'm like, it's a butterfly inside of me. And you know what, that's crazy that I called it a butterfly. You know, like, that's crazy at the time that I called it a butterfly. That's wild. And this is a true story. And as I'm growing older and I'm starting to get older, and I just still also noticed that it was something different about me. And when you are chosen, you know, when you know you are chosen for something, you walk different, you move different. A lot of people might think you weird, and a lot of people also might see it in you. And a lot of people would notice that you are untouchable because they won't bother you. No matter what the situation is, you will never ever be bothered. It's like you being in this protected bubble. And that's how I always felt in life. I always felt that I was in a protective bubble. Like, no matter where I was at on this earth, I was all right because I was in this protected bubble, as if I had a certain purpose on this earth. I know I have a certain purpose on this earth. And as I was growing up, I could always feel it. I remember I can sit in silence anywhere, and I could just really feel the earth around me. You know, as if like the earth was really moving through me. I would never ever tell anybody these stories because then this was like early 2000s. You know, like early 2000s. I'm like 12, 13. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You at that time you would probably be told like you crazy or something. Like, the earth moving through you. Man, stop whatever you doing, stop. You know, so you keep stuff like that inside you, and you keep stuff like that hidden because the world wasn't ready for it yet. I was way ahead of my time. So, and that's when I first realized that it was something different about me. I have viewed the world totally different. I know I viewed the world totally different because I couldn't have normal conversations with everybody. I will always talk about something that was beyond relatable to what was currently going on. So a couple years ago, I came across some information. Yeah, actually, like around 2016. I remember sitting in my grandmother's basement, and it's like I just got a urge to find my true purpose. I don't know what it was. It's like something woken up inside of me. It was just like, man, what is my purpose? So I just stopped and I said, God, I just want to know what is my purpose here. I don't want to do anything but what I'm actually put here to do. Whatever my purpose is. And it's like I started receiving this information, and I started feeling this great aura of energy up over me. Like the energy was so strong that it felt like it was bear hugging me. Not in a bad way, but in a good way, as in a protective way. And I remember everything just started to shift and change. It was just like people was just exiting, people was just moving, people was just leaving, and I didn't know what was going on. And it kind of had me scared, but it kind of also made me pay more attention to be more aware. And then I remember I would always sit on the porch, but I would only sit on the porch at night. And I remember one day I was sitting at the porch, and it seemed like the stars was like sitting on my face, as if like they were just like literally on my face, as if I can just reach out and grab one. I have never seen them this close ever, and I'm a stargazer, so I will always look at the stars. So it made me start looking up information. Like I just started looking up a lot of information, and I started coming across these videos, and I came across the video of someone talking about being a light worker. Why did I come across this video? I don't know, but it helped me out a lot because it made me understand myself. And every characteristic they were saying, every ability, everything they were saying in the video, I noticed that I had. And I started to think like, this got to be fake. Like this can't be real. But I was feeling like before I came across this video, so why is it saying what I feel without them even, I don't even know this person on this video, and they saying exactly how I feel. And exactly what I've been going through, exactly what I've been through. And if not exactly what I've been through, some similar to what I went through. So it made me put things into perspective, like, well, maybe I am chosen, or maybe I am put on here. So maybe I am put on this earth for a specific reason. And that's the first time I ever heard of a light worker. So I thought to myself, I said, well, maybe I am a light worker. Okay, so I sat in silence again, and I'm like, well, God, if I'm a light worker, show me a sign or show me something that I'm chosen to do something. So I say about an hour later, my cousin, he's a pastor. He inboxed me, and he said, hey, Lewis. I'm thinking he just checking in like he normally do. But he said, I want you to come to Bible study tonight. I'm like, okay. But then I thought, like, I ain't been to Bible study in years. Like, why would I go to Bible study now? But then I thought about it. Like, I just asked God to show me a sign of what's my purpose on this earth, what's my calling, what I'm meant to do. So, maybe I should go and see what maybe he got something for me that I need to hear. So now I'm being more aware. Now I'm being more open. So when I go to Bible study goes on. He ain't pay me no attention. Maybe I thought he just invited me just because he wanted to invite me. And I say about 5-10 minutes before we exit Bible study, he said, everybody, I want y'all to be still. I'm finna give y'all something that God gave me. And I'm like, okay. First off, I'm already annoyed. I haven't been to church in so long. I haven't let alone picked up a Bible. So I'm already ready to get out. The minute I was there, I was ready to get out. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not even trying to be here. I'm just here. When I'm sitting there, and he like, God just told me to deliver this to you. He like, and I'm talking to you, Lewis. And I'm like, and my body is like, my bones, and it's like I got, like, it's just like a shiver. And I'm like, okay, it got to be another Lewis here. Like, I know he ain't talking to me. He like, no, I'm talking to you, Lewis. And he said, God just wanted to let me know and tell you that you are the one. And I'm like, the one for what? And he was like, that's all I got. He like, whatever God put on your heart, whatever you're doing it, keep going. You are the one. And it been sitting on me for so long ever since then. And it made me be more aware. So after I left Bible study, I already looked at the video about the Lightworkers. I already got the answer that I asked God for. He didn't give me the whole answer, but he gave me enough to go off of. So after I get home, I'm like, okay, now what do I do? And so I just started looking up more videos and more information. And Lightworkers we are simple. We are here to make change. We are here to go against the grain. We are here to change the status quo. We are what most may call rebels. We are disobedient against what's the word I'm looking for? Not structured society. I'm gonna just say we are very disobedient to structured society, and it's not a bad thing. But people that don't understand may see it as a bad thing, or the ones that we are threatened may see it as a bad thing, because no one, if anybody making a robot, nobody wants a robot that can function. But that you get what I'm saying? Like no one wants a self-functioning robot, because it becomes a threat, right? Well, that's kind of like what we are. We are the unplugged machines. So instead of study going all this way, we stop like, wait a minute. Everybody else already went this way and ain't nothing happened, so why are we study going this way? Exactly. How about we make a right and we go this way? But everybody else that study and used to going this way, they look at us like they on some bull. Like, why they going that way? Oh, they going down the wrong path. And that's the power of being a light worker. And to be honest, it's not even an easy job. It's not an easy job. And a lot of people may think being chosen, you might be like, oh, I'm chosen to be this and I'm chosen to be that. But a lot of people are chosen to take the hits. A lot of us are chosen to take the hits. A lot of us, we have to be the ones to take the hits. We have to be the one to take the blame and the falls. So not to discourage anybody, but to encourage the ones that are behind us, the ones that are willing to also become unplugged, and the light workers and the rainbows and the crystals and whatever it is that's coming behind us. We have to be the ones to take the hit. So that's how we shine our light. We shine our light for them, to light the path, the right path for the ones that coming behind us. So it's not an easy task. Trust me, it's hard. It's the hardest thing when you know it, because you know everything is not what it's supposed to be, and it's not what it seems. So by you being this aware and you being this, what they call woke, it hurts, because you feel. You're more sensitive than probably half of everybody on the planet. You're more sensitive. You're more aware. So you feel the pain of the world. When I was going through my process and I was going through my transition, I felt the pain in the world. I felt the cry. Like, I felt the pain that everybody was going through. And it was just me being one of the light workers that was feeling it. And the most important thing about being a light worker is we have to shine our light. You have to shine your light. You have to stand up and you have to shine your light. And you have to bring awareness. Because if we don't, what's the point of being a light worker if you will not, shine your light on the darkness? We have to shine our light on the darkness of the world, so we can change the world. We are here to change the world, but changing the world is not easy. So I hope I didn't go too off topic. It
was spot on, actually.
So that's what my thing of being a light worker, and I'm still learning. And trust me, if anybody out there that feel like they are a light worker and y'all feel like that y'all are chosen for something, don't ignore it. The more you ignore it, the more it's going to hurt. And please don't be afraid to shine your light. A lot of people will see your light before you see your light. Now, some people might notice that light and want to use that light for the wrong reasons. So protect your light. Protect your light and protect your energy. And please don't be afraid to shine it. Don't be afraid to shine it. And the part about being a light worker is you have to let loose of the things of the world so that you can't be bribed with the things of the world. I'm going to break that down for you. Because if you want to change the world, you can't let the people that are still trying to make the world a bad place bribe you with the things of the world, such as money, cars, clothes, whatever it is that make you seem like you were important. You have to. That's what I mean by you have to protect your energy. So you won't put your energy in places that is not needed. When you are a light worker, you will be targeted all the time. You might be lonely unless you find other light workers to work with, and that's gonna stick by your side. And when you find those, trust me, they will find you because light attracts light. You will see a light worker in someone. And if not, then your vibe automatically would draw them to you. A light worker knows a light worker. We can feel each other's energy. You could be in a room full of so many people, and I bet money, that you will find a light worker because you will attract them. So my definition, and that's my definition and my example of being a light worker. And I wouldn't say that you're special, but you're special. And it's going to be so much that you're going to see. It's going to be so much that you're going to have to endure. And it's not going to happen in 1 year or 2 years or overnight. And long as you're doing what's right, and when you become aware of what you're put here to do, you do it right. You don't get blindsided. And that's why I say you have to break free of worldly things, because if you do not break free of worldly things, it will be so easy to corrupt you, because people can come along and they can offer you this and this and that. You can get lost, and you know what happened? Pretty soon you will dim your own light. You'll lose your glow, because you'll become corrupted by the world. So, to all the light workers out there, stay strong, stay bright, and continue to inspire and live life. No.
Yeah. So basically everything you said, with my little twist on it, about the whole, like, you don't want to say, you wouldn't call it light, but just as a kid and just being in your youth and everything, you have like this certain outlook on the world, and you want to change the world as a kid. Like, you want to be like an astronaut and all this, like a doctor, and you want to do that type of stuff. And it's like somewhere along the line, when you get a little older, you lose that touch. And it's like the world, not particularly the whole world, but it's just, I guess more so your environment and everything kind of tells you like, oh no, that's not what you should do. And they kind of structure you and form you into what they want you to do. So, and that's, I wouldn't say that's particularly was my case, but I know like as a kid, I was always a bright kid. I was known more so as a troublemaker a little bit, but I knew like as a kid, like I could really change the world. I used to always invent stuff when I was younger. Like I swear I invented like so much stuff that's just now got invented today. Like I did that as a kid. Like just, I know God just gave me so many different abilities and skills and everything. And like as a kid, I used to always do that. And then giving me just the ability to realize that like when I was a kid, I was right. Like I was right, and I knew that I was meant to be here to do something that was going to impact someone else. I want to just say, I don't want to say just change the world, but just impacting someone, like one person at a time, and getting people to join the team and join along and want to impact someone else. And so eventually it'll get to other people around the world. But this is just the start, so it's the process. I know as far as with the whole dimming the light thing, like I've always, used to try to be in the background, not want to be the one seen or anything like that. And I lived like that for years. But now it's like it's time to come out of that shell, and like you were meant to do something in life. You have a purpose. So sitting in the background, not saying anything or not living out your purpose, is what point is that serving? Like, it's not helping nobody at the end of the day, and it's not even helping yourself. So, and I had to eventually learn that. So now it's just a matter of stepping out on faith and just stepping up and spreading light and all this just positive vibes and everything that I have in me. I want to instill that, just not just into the world, but into my kids as well. Like I said, I just was given a lot of different abilities at a young age, and they always stuck with me. Like, I knew if it wasn't meant for me to have them, like, when it comes to just music in general, I should say, like, that is me. Like, music equals me, seriously. And I know God gave me that for a reason. It wasn't just so I can be musically inclined and can keep a tune or anything. It was to spread my message through my music, and spread my message through me speaking, and spread my message through me writing and everything. Like, He's just given me so many abilities. And, like, and that's how you do it. Like, there are so many different, like, He gave us so many different things. So why not try to spread a positive message to people through those things? Not just throw anything out there for the world to see, but actually care about your craft and care about what He blessed you with to bless someone else. And that's just kind of a little bit of my definition of light working. Just a person who was placed here to spread light, love, and peace to the world. So the online definition for light workers are individuals who have made a conscious, sometimes subconscious decision to help raise the vibration of humanity. And light workers are here to hold the love in the light, and that light and love is instilled in us, and from that energy, we use that to transform it to others, and we can do that through our words, thoughts, feelings, actions, and that's just basically to whatever it takes to get our message to someone else. And that's just pretty much how you spread the love, light, peace, happiness to everyone. So to kind of wrap it up about light workers in a nutshell.
Also, light workers, you are here to help light the others. What I mean by that is you are here to help others find their way. Help. Please help. People, even if they're not a light worker, they are someone whose furnace, whose torch is waiting to be lit for something. Help them find their light. Because that's why we are here, to help each other find our way. We have to help lift each other up, and we have to help bring each other out of darkness. It don't matter. It won't mean anything if we make our way out of darkness, and we don't let our light shine so bright that it also helps someone else follow and find their way out of darkness. We are here to help people, and we are here to help anyone anyone who wants to find their way out. That's why we are here, and that's why some of our lights shine so bright. So remember, that is the goal. The ultimate goal is to help people and to help someone, even if you just help one.
Right, impacting someone.
So love, peace, and light.
Exactly.
Love, peace, and light.
We are light workers, and I know there's a billion other people out there that are light workers, and you may not realize it yet. I mean, it's not just something, I mean, it will come to you when you're ready to receive it, I should say. But, I mean, you'll truly know deep down inside. Like, and I believe everyone was put here with a purpose. You're not just here on accident. You are here for a reason. So, and I know it's sometimes hard to figure out what that reason is, but just to do some soul searching, meditating, praying, ask God. Ask and you shall receive. So, it's in you. Trust and believe.
It's definitely, it's inside you. And if you just, sometimes you might have to You have to sit in silence. A lot of people don't want to sit in silence because they are afraid of facing their true self. Don't be afraid to face your true self. Don't be afraid to lose people who are helping you, who are not helping you elevate to your true self, to your higher self. Don't be afraid to light your fire. Let your fire be lit and let it shine bright.
Exactly.
So,
So Lightworkers, and once again, we are 9/11, and it is time to wake up.
love, peace, and light.
And good vibes.